right, let's get started.
Alex sitting here like that's not real.
Anyway, so don't worry about it, chat. Anyway, so last time we left off, we met with Mama. We saw her little ghost baby. Um, we also went to World War One and fought a man, a modern soldier, Mads Mikkelsen, who we see in all their flashbacks. He was leading a squad of skeleton boys, and the skeleton boys were using
We
modern
fought
squad
a unit
tactics.
of soldiers with skulls for heads. A skulls unit, one might say.
No, they weren't just skulls for heads. You can see their hands; they're also skeleton hands, so it's like full on skeleton. But anyway, point being, fought a bunch of skelly boys. It was crazy, and like they're just like, that was weird. Don't know what caused that. We're just gonna move on, hope it doesn't happen again. Anyway, Sam, go take this Cupid. It needs to have its a limiter put on it so that hopefully we won't get more chiral storms. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Also, off stream, I've been building more roads.
EX grenade number 0.
Let me see some stuff. So we have our weapon rack. I have my shotgun.
I just realized I've been talking to nothing because
Talking
I
into
was
the
muted.
mute.
Lol.
Good job.
But so I was saying like I do find it funny how because of Kojima's way of like having naming conventions for characters and having the name be like either a joke, a pun, or like hinting at some aspect of their actual like backstory. And like the moment I learned that that lady's name was Mama and learning what BTs were, I was like, oh, so she just has a BT baby, doesn't she? And as soon as we saw the baby, like least surprising thing I've seen from Kojima.
Lol.
Like, sometimes people say they don't get stuff about Kojima, and it's like, what are you talking about? He tells you right there. And other times it's like, no, no, no. You got a point.
The thing is that Kojima I have heard be described as being the Kingdom Hearts of video game developers. He is very simple and clear in what he is saying, but he says it in the most fucked up way possible.
Also, like, the most impossible thing, or I should say the most incomprehensible statement I've ever heard from some people, is that Kojima's games aren't political, when it's like, this is the most political video games have ever been. Video games have never been more political than when Kojima is making them.
I don't understand people who say that at all with a straight face.
MGS3 opens up with a full description of the Cuban Missile Crisis. Speaking of which, we do need to get to MGS3.
I can't think of a single Kojima game where you could look at it and go, there is no political message. Because even in, like, the original Metal Gear games, they're using political events and, like, soldier crises and stuff that happen in real life.
It's even, like, his whole thing is like a, even from the beginning. Do you know the whole, how the Metal Gear series starts? And, like, the whole thing about Outer Heaven and why it's a threat to the world is not because there's a private military contractor who's pretty big. No, they don't give a shit about that. It's that a third power that isn't aligned with the West or the East found itself with nuclear capability. That would that completely upsets the the balance of the Cold War. That could not be allowed. That was the backstory of that game.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Like that was the one on the
Weapons
Famicom.
detected. All weapons will be...
You know, the game that just was just went do 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 do. And that was it. Like, Jesus. Anyway, we have an order. Orders for Sam. Building materials for way station north of Mountain Knot City. So one thing I noticed. So that's the weather station. I was building this road here, this one in the yellow, and it seems to be going. I don't think it's heading to the weather station. It looks like it's going all the way up into the mountains. Really interested on that. But we have a delivery to the way station north of Mountain Knot. We should be able to get pretty close because of the roads I built, so that shouldn't be too difficult. And then we have to rescue a porter with bot research data. So we're gonna do this first. And then we'll make the delivery to Mountain Knot one. Okay, I should have enough blood bags. I don't know what kind of trouble this guy's in, so what we're gonna do... Did I had alright? That's not what I told him. No, I haven't. Handgun level 2. Version of the handgun can now be loaded with hematic rounds. Most features ammo. Alright, we'll take one of these. And we'll take a bullet gun, because I don't know what I'm going to run into over there. And lastly, some hematic grenades. Oh, you want to see the Yaiba? See it, Raven? Alright, go ahead and fucking ignore me.
I was saying, huh? God. Don't let me fucking look at something.
I'm like, alright, fucking ignore me.
Alex, I don't know why you're
Ra-
surprised at this point. It just happened that Raven that calls out in some kind of exclamation of surprise, confusion, shock, what have you. And then they're silent as they continue reading the thing that initially fucked with them, and then they explain. That is the pattern.
Raven, come look at something. Raven looks at it, does not respond in 2 seconds. Alright, fuck me then.
I was being pedantic.
Stand clear.
So apparently I can alter the
Here.
color on that, so let's see if I can.
Order assigned.
You were saying something, Raven?
I wonder if you're ever gonna change your suit.
So apparently the suits you wear, at least in color-wise, depend on the job you're doing. Like, the blue is the standard, and then you get the orange for corpse disposal.
Neat.
Let me see here. I forgot something. So what we're gonna do is we are going to also print a speed skeleton.
Skeleton warriors. Do 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 do.
Insufficient materials. Oh, I need more ceramics. Yeah, I don't have any ceramics because I've been building so much stuff.
Have a pleasant journey.
Good morning, Sam.
What in the horizon?
Yeah, remember there's a lot of Horizon
Restrictions lifted.
holograms that I've been getting. I got Aloy, I got the giant walking Colnag. You know, it'd be
I feel.
wild
Oh, sorry.
if Horizon gets ported over to Xbox. Never say never these days.
About that one.
Alright. I might play it.
It is a well-made game and it is pretty fun.
Got its
I
issues.
don't know if they would ever do it though. Because remember, that's I forget the fucking CEO's name. That's his baby, because he was on the team that made that originally.
1 sec, I'm getting a phone call.
But yeah, the current CEO of Sony was on the team that originally made that. So like, I don't think that has a chance.
Apparently at a recent, there was a recent thing, at a Sony investors meeting where basically they said that they were comfortable doing certain deals with Xbox now because they said the landscape has changed and they don't believe that it would negatively affect them to move some stuff onto the, to go multi-platform and stuff. That's how the Helldivers thing even got created.
Damn.
The landscape is just not, it's no longer a landscape where they feel like it would be a bad idea, inherently.
Well, it's also a thing of you gotta look at how current sales are going. Sony obviously seems to be in need of money because they're raising the price of a lot of things. The PS5 Pro is being increased by $150.
Yeah, that's because of tariffs. They're raising the price of shit in the U.S. because of Trump's tariffs.
Oh no,
That's
the PS5 Pro is just getting increased across the board. The regular PS5 is being increased for only US, but the PS5 Pro is getting raised across board. I remember seeing a picture where it was a flat plane and it had just A, B, and it was a straight line between A and B. And then it was a detailed thing where it was multiple mountains, a river, and a ring of fire. And then it still showed the A to B line going through all of that. And someone said Death Stranding be like.
Keep on keeping up.
You can definitely play Death Stranding that way.
Gotcha.
But I meant the whole thing you had mentioned, Alex, about Horizon being added to Xbox. And it just reminded me of, because I follow one of Ricky's podcasts, the Adeptus Ridiculous, where they go over Warhammer, both fantasy and 40k. And they were talking about how certain games were kind of really disappointing, and they said that Encore it felt like an industry plant, and then Ricky said just like Horizon, and I'm like, oh. I like Horizon.
I wouldn't consider Horizon's not so nakedly an industry plant. It's something that PlayStation definitely pushes really super hard, but I wouldn't call it an industry plant because, well, it's just a certain fact that it I don't really think it was made like insincerely. That's part of what a thing about industry plants. Like industry plants feel insincere, like across the board.
I mean, by its definition, Alex, an industry plant just needs to be something that higher ups want to make a profitable thing to the public. It doesn't have to be insincere
No.
or sincere. It
No.
just has to be that it was an inward thing to be successful to the outer public, but make it seem organic.
No, hon. If you say that something that the like that the higher ups want to be profitable, that would be every video game they ever gave money to ever.
Yeah, but still, it is a thing that they created inwardly that they want to be successful, but make it seem like it was an organic situation. Like, that, it doesn't have to be insincere or sincere.
No, but
It just has to work. But if it doesn't...
No, the thing about insincerity is... Like, how do I put this? The way they pushed Concord, like, was like, oh, it's gonna be the next big thing. They bought ad space for it. They paid for an episode for it. They did all this stuff for Concord. That let me just tell you, like, Horizon Zero Dawn never fucking got. Like that, like Horizon as a series never got that kind of push.
I heard that the episode of Secret, what was it? Secret Level. Did that ever actually come out?
I'm supposed to be retrieving something, but I don't. But like the thing disappeared when I have it. Not disappeared. Hang on. Orders. Order carrying about research data. Are they? So it's in this area, but I haven't seen anything before that.
Wait, did I say corpse? No, like in the order thing, I thought it said corpse retrieval 50%. Human delivery.
Well, I haven't seen the corpse.
Oh.
I haven't seen any cargo. Oh, I see some cargo. It just says this general area.
Now, at the same time, in regards to the thing with the Concord, Alex, Concord was apparently in development for, like, close to 6 years.
No, it was more than that. It was 8 years, because remember, they started
You
development...
don't make something that long without putting in effort.
Yeah, no, that's not what I mean, but, like, because effort can be there whether it's sincere or not. But I mean, like, so Concord was greenlit. Remember, it was greenlit the same year that Overwatch came. What is this guy? It says come pick up this guy's cargo. And is that over there?
Sam, there's someone near your position. Did you see them? Take a closer look.
Sorry, why the fuck did...
Looks like they're secure. Now bring them home.
Let me go back here. Our skeleton.
You know, I love that regardless of what happens, Kojima has a very distinctive style because I just looked up because I was like curious on delivery bot because I'm like maybe it's not a human, maybe it is actually a delivery bot. And then I find that there are delivery bots in Death Stranding 1, and they just look like geckos
Well,
from Metal Gear.
we saw them. You didn't see them, or were you gone for that thing?
I might have missed it. But I adore that they just look like dwarf geckos.
They're actually a pair of like human-looking legs with a sensor array and a tray above on top.
Yeah,
Hang on,
dwarf
let me grab
gecko.
that. Well, the geckos definitely did not have human legs.
No, I said dwarf gecko. That's different than regular geckos.
Also, they hump themselves like rather than going moo.
Yeah, so do the dwarf geckos. They actually like
They go moo.
chirp. They chirp to each other.
Dwarf geckos.
MGS and Metal Gear's Rising Revengeance.
Rising's not canon.
Hey, he likes it, so it's not acid. It has more. It has more in
No, it's
line
not
with the
portable
series.
ops. He fucking said fuck portable ops. Okay, we got this guy. Let's get him home.
I am of the personal belief if the creator goes, that shit's rules, then it's fine.
Watch the mules try to steal this guy from me.
Hey, it's cargo.
I
So
gotta
you know
say,
something? I did look into something. So I was looking into like human deliveries, and somebody had then made a post saying, "Why are all of the human deliveries white people, or in the case of the woman, Asian lady? Why are there only white people or Asian people in this?" And someone then went, "Do you really want to refer to a black person as cargo?" And then they immediately went, "You know what? I retract my question."
You still with us?
No, I'm dead.
I felt like that joke would have gotten you.
It would have if I was paying attention.
So somebody was asking how come, like, the only human cargo you retrieve and deliver are white people and the one Asian lady, and there's no black people for human cargo. And then somebody says, "You want black people to be human cargo?" And then the person says, "You know what? I retract my statement."
Oh yeah. Like, you know what? I think I'm good. We already know what that was. Let's not do that again.
So another thing that's really great about roads is basically they extend, like, as long as you're on a road, your battery life is significantly extended. It says that you don't use your batteries when you're on a road, but that's actually a lie. You do use a little bit, like, per meter or whatever.
I love that. The game says this doesn't happen. It's a lie.
I know, because I did an extended trip, and I stayed on roads the entire trip, and it was a really, really long trip, and that led to me, like, using, like, half my battery life. And so even though it says, oh, you know, you won't use any battery life on the roads, like, I'm like, well, since I stayed on the road the entire time, I know that
One
can't
of us
be
is
true.
lying.
Yeah.
That just reminds me of how somebody somebody was a YouTuber that I follow was talking about they were playing Among Us with friends, and they were the imposter, but they gaslit the other person so much that they're like, you know what, I don't actually think I saw you kill them.
Oh,
And
no.
You did good,
so,
Sam.
but then,
Thanks to you, that porter's still breathing.
Ugh.
We've also managed to complete a working prototype for a new type of autonomous delivery bot. Feel free to fabricate one for yourself.
Does this
Be
mean that's a
advised,
bot
however,
that actually
you can
follows
only
me?
have a single unit active in a given region.
Does it mean that this is just a bot that follows me and it's better than the little chiral carrier? Because the chiral carrier has limits on certain terrain. Because if that's so, that means like, oh hey, I can carry a lot more while walking. Chemicals can now be used at UCA facilities. Alright, you were saying, Raven?
but so the imposter guy gaslit the other person so much that they were questioning if they actually saw him kill somebody. And then it came to the voting thing, and they said, you know what, I'm not voting for you, and the other person said, me too. And then it turned out that the killer did vote for her, and she said, I didn't vote. It's like, I didn't vote either, and he goes, one of us is lying.
Well,
I...
The problem being is that they turned off colors for the voting screen, so it all just shows up as gray.
I can't change other people's things, right? I need to...
I imagine you couldn't change the color of like the special ones.
No, you can. It's just you can't change the color of other people's shit. Since this is technically somebody else's trike.
They're not going to use it in this world. What does it matter?
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Am I the only one who's confused on that statement? You're not going to see another Sam in the world driving that trike. What does it matter?
Alright, let's go do this. Robots are ambulatory robots that operate within the chiral network. They have a number of different modes, including follow mode, which they follow Sam around, and deliver mode, which they automatically deliver cargo to its destination. You can switch between modes at any time by selecting the buddy bots icon on your cover this map. Cool. So I can have a little guy who just follows me.
I don't know. That sounds like issues in like stealth areas.
Oh, it wouldn't be. So the thing is, they're unaffected by BTs. The only threat to them is mules and terrain, because BTs are completely
I meant
disinterested.
specifically mules.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's. Gun. Get a boba gun. I don't know what I'm gonna face out there. Grab two of those.
Sorry, what?
What?
Alex, do you want me to say something about Carol Danvers that may upset you?
Look, a lot of things about Marvel upset me.
True.
They just
Not a very high
announced
bar.
that apparently her power set is not based off of her Kree stuff and all that. She
They're
is, in
changing
fact,
it a third time.
She is a carrier of the Phoenix Force. And she is now going by the name Binary.
So she's been binary before, but it wasn't because of the Phoenix Force, even though when she goes binary, it resembles somebody who's possessed by the Phoenix Force, but it's... Okay,
Hey, Rick, I think you succeeded.
No, because I got really into Captain Marvel for a while back in the late 10s. And then right before the movie came out, they changed her origin for no reason.
Oh, okay. It's an alternate universe comic. It has no bearing.
Okay, fine.
Order assigned.
But it's the thing, like, right before the movie came out, they changed her origin in the comics for no reason. And in fact, it was so inconsequential that the movie kept her original origin and ignored the new one. Because the new one's stupid.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
The new origin for her actively makes the character less interesting to me. Generally, in my opinion, if you have a character who gets powers through some random accident and then you later rewrite it so that actually no, it wasn't from some random accident, you always had those powers because of some hidden genetic legacy in XYZ, and that accident, and all it did was activate those latent powers, I'm gonna say go to hell.
So, Alex, you're not a fan of Naruto?
No, I'm not. I'm really not.
To this day, my favorite quote from somebody is that Naruto, after like episode 20 or whatever episode it was at the start of the Chunin exams, not including filler, the show should have been renamed to Rock Lee because the actual protagonist that
Rock Lee is the best little dude in that
he
show.
embodies the entire like message of the first part of that series.
That show goes
Through hard work and
completely-
determination.
Like, that show goes back completely on its own message by the last arc. Fucking
Neji was right the entire time. God. And this gets so goofy when it's like, oh no, the scary BTs are here, just drive a car past them. It makes me wonder, like, how did anyone ever get caught?
So right there, right where the bank of the river is, you didn't see this because I had already built the road by the time I was streaming again. There's like a shit zillion BTs right there. I have in the multiple times I've come through here before I had the road, I always had to fight the boss. There's a fuckload of BTs right there. This road is a godsend.
But yet, like, my brain goes like, people had cars. And motorcycles. How did they ever just... How did it get so bad when they could just drive past them?
These vehicles are specially made too, so, and they don't do like if you don't have the stuff made special, cars and whatnot deteriorate really quickly, and also battery life. Dear God, the battery life. When you don't have the road. Like, I could not drive this thing all the way out here without the road. Alright, there's the way station, I think.
Oh. So I never actually got an answer, but Alex,
Uh-huh.
do the people that are the timefall, like, farmers, quote-unquote, do they use the timefall to, like, speed up farming?
Yeah, they researched they researched the effects of timefall as it goes on and whatnot, and then that's how they were able to more or less, by understanding its patterns and effects on plant life and whatnot, they can basically grow and harvest wheat at a rate that is just unheard of. So we have unlimited bread and booze.
Now, my question being with that is, how does that not fuck up the dirt?
Oh, the
and,
soil?
Like, yeah.
So from what I
'Cause, like-
understand, is they also like they're because the thing is they're also like, so they're active ecological biologists. So they don't exclusively grow wheat there. They do rotate out,
Okay, all right.
and by doing and like with the time fall, you can replenish it real fucking quickly. So it's not an issue for them.
All right.
Now, it'd be interesting if they, if the game went and, had the Timefall farm, like, swap out crops every now and then visually, but at the same time, it's like, it's not that important.
I mean, it's not important. I just, like, whatever. It's just in my brain the first time I heard, like, when I was thinking of that, like, okay, so if you're using that to speed up the growing, that's gotta, like, fuck up the soil.
That one-man expedition team? They may be cut off up here, but word still travels. We've heard all about the Great Deliverer, the BT Buster, the terrorist, stopper. I'm still working on that last one. Well, I'm just stoked to meet you, man. So, what you got for us? Whoa, incredible. This will be a huge help. Thanks. You're not gonna even recognize the way station when we're through.
Breathe in.
All right. All we need now is to get jacked into the network. Am I right?
Oh my god, there's even more fucking preppers I'm gonna need to get. I can tell by the way the blacked out sections of the map are. Who is that? He looks familiar. Charles Khan. Armor plating. Non-lethal.
How? With what?
Rubber bullets? History of the Ultra deck. BTs come in all shapes and sizes. Now connected to Chiral Network.
Man, it sure feels good to be part of the UCA for real. We've been literally marooned on an island for way too long.
Wait, is this?
I can't wait to reconnect with everyone at HQ. Patching up this place is gonna take some work, but
Is this
I'm
Bode?
feeling revved up and ready to go like never before.
It might be.
We won't let our country down. Thanks, Sam. And good
It
luck out there.
is.
Not that you need it. You're gonna hit the West Coast before you know it.
No, sheer Delal.
Good work, Sam. Next, you need to extend the network to the distro center north of the city. Now'd be a damn good time to do it, too, as they just sent out an SOS call. Info's still coming in, but it looks like there's been an accident, and we've got injured in need of assistance. Check the delivery terminal
Watch
for
it
details.
be fucking Higgs again.
Good work. New order
You know, I'm
available.
honestly
Please
really
access
happy
delivery terminal for further
that
information.
he is getting really popular and being used a lot more. Because he's been an actor for a long time, but he hasn't. But he was mainly like background characters.
Blood delivery.
I'm happy that he's like getting like
The guy
a
who
lot
played
more
Bode?
in terms of like named people. Yeah, Doshir Dalal.
That's
Shield
armor
armor,
for your
gotcha.
shoulders and legs.
Oh wait, Doshir
The
Hello.
downside is
Let me
that
see.
you won't be able to carry cargo on top of it. You'll have to weigh the pros and cons.
Okay.
Sorry, no sheer Delal.
No sheer double. Okay. Now let's actually do this speed skeleton.
But yeah, he is the voice of Bode from Jedi Survivor, Katalo from Forbidden West, and my favorite of them, Charles from Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hmm.
All those guns, the barrels are so big. I like that the handgun just looks like another rifle.
Remember, Sam, when the clock's ticking, speed is what matters most of all. Review your gear and bring only what you need to make it to your destination as fast as possible.
Here. Yep. Okay. I don't know what we're running into, so
I guess it's things that want to kill you.
yeah.
Probably.
This one. Okay, we got plenty of. All right, I think we're good. We got plenty of blood, non-lethal weapons, anti-BT stuff, and the
Order
extras in
assigned.
cargo.
Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
Into the blood within 40 minutes. Oh, fuck! I knew I should have kept building that road. Okay. That road looks like it's gonna go all the way around. I think we should cut through here. Now there are some mules, but that's okay. So back to the road. We follow here, here. We make our way through the mule infested area. It's like this is a swamp or a wetland. Go around and make our way to this distribution center. 40 minutes to get there. Eastbound and down. Load 'em up and truck it. Hey, we gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Sam, take damage.
Nah, he just grunts anytime you come and hit the brick part. If I take damage, it'll show my blood supply pop up.
Rest is advised.
what you do.
Fuel's right down here. We're gonna have to blast on.
Heads up, Sam. Looks like you've tripped an intrusion sensor.
Oh, have
To be
I?
clear, these sensors react to you, not to your cargo. Be careful. Trouble may be on the way.
Oh, those might not be mules.
So I looked into it. The mules mostly have non-lethal turrets, but not all of them are non-lethal. And someone found out that the hard way.
So I just gotta look at those guys. Those might not have been mules. Those may have been unlimiteds, which are Higgs faction.
Sam, we're thinking you ran afoul of a local terrorist
Yep.
cell. Former mules who took a turn for the worse. Stealing cargo doesn't do it for them anymore. Mayhem and destruction are their drugs of choice now. But you didn't give them the satisfaction. You kept your cargo safe. Great work. I doubt you've seen the last of them, though. Keep your eyes peeled, huh?
Don't know if this thing's gonna make it all the way to the place. Even though
I was honestly expecting him to be like, stealing cargo doesn't do it for them anymore. Stealing lives, that's their new drug of choice. But they didn't go that route. Which,
boosting
whatever.
all the way through there may have completely fucked my transporter up. In terms of... God damn, this place has seen better days.
Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Battery low. Please charge vehicle.
Thank you so much. Our med team should have no trouble patching him up now. You're a lifesaver. I can't believe how fast you were. Hey, watch yourself out there. You're shame to lose someone with your skills.
And no damage. I gotta say, that was a pretty good delivery. For boosting right on through fucking fuel territory. Or I should say, terrorist
Remember
territory.
that. Wait, that was Keith Silverstein? God, I always forget that he has range.
Wasn't an accident, by the way. It was an attack. Someone slipped explosives into a parcel we processed. Separatist assholes think this land is theirs for the taking. They may be right. Any one of us could have handled that package. Fuck me. We have to be more careful. Beef up our security. At least we didn't lose anyone this time. Thank you, Sam. Really. I hear the chiral network is coming along. You think the signal's strong enough to reach us here? I hope so. Give it a try. Huh?
We're in the Rockies, apparently. Assault rifle level 2. Ooh, it's got a scope on it.
So Alex,
Mm-hmm.
the new guy that was talking,
Mm-hmm.
Philip North.
It worked?
Uh,
Oh, that's great. We've been starving for info. And if we run into any more trouble, we can get the word out sooner. I can't thank you enough.
All right, Sam.
so you know who that
There
is.
aren't any more stops to make before Mountain Knot City. But this last leg will be the hardest yet. Rest up at the private room and check your gear before you set out.
So these Cairo routes have been great.
So Alex, Keith Silverstein is a person who plays somebody in Overwatch. Can you guess the character?
I haven't played Overwatch in so long, so I don't know.
It was one of the original.
I don't play Overwatch. I haven't played Overwatch in so long.
It was
so no.
Torbjorn.
Torbjorn?
Fucking Torbjorn.
Amelie!
Higgs and his people came. They finally reached Edge Knot City. There's no escape for me now. Everyone's dead, the city's destroyed, and what's left is crawling with BTs.
Beat.
They're everywhere.
Where's your Kipu?
But I was able to sneak away and reach out to you. This might be our last chance to talk like this. I just wanted you to know that I'm safe. For now. Promise me you'll keep building the chiral network. It's our only hope for the future. It's my only hope for freedom. And when you've finished, we can go back east together.
Amelie, your Kipu, where is it?
Sam, I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
That's definitely a comforting thing to say.
Huh.
What's that?
I didn't know that a Kipu was actually a real thing.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is.
Was an Incan recording device.
Oh, cool.
Was used to collect data for records, tax obligations, other stuff. And it was a knotted
I remember
device.
I saw this
Made of
very
string.
unhinged thing based off of just only 3 trailers for Death Stranding had come out at the time. I had seen these unhinged speculations about Death Stranding before anybody knew what it was about. Before, like, long years before it came out, People saw Amelie's Kipu, they saw Sam's Cupid, they heard Timefall, they heard about BTs, and people were like, so these like XYZ, like, and they people looked at the Cupid and says that thing is a very particular thing about calculating temporal stuff and black holes and bullshit, and I'm like, this sounds like the most unhinged stuff I've ever said. I've ever heard people talk about. They were talking about antimatter and annihilation reactions, and now we're here and like. A lot of that is there, and I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like how some people are just that flavor of insane that they can, that when Kojima so much as breathes, they say, I know what that means.
Alex,
Yes.
you are insane though, and you do very similar things.
I'm not, look, I don't have that level of insight. I mean,
You wanted to say autism, but you don't want to will that into existence.
I'm not autistic. Not autistic. I'm just fucked in the head. I say this because there's not anything against autistic people, because like those people go up against enough. I'm just a weirdo. Okay, let's check on BB. Oh, look at them.
Ugh.
How you doing, baby?
Oh, I didn't degrade my, stamina enough to justify that. Okay. Mountain Knot City. It's so much. Right. From Jay. Got a lead on the third chap, Sam. But here's the catch. Know you're a busy man, Sam the man with important shit to do. Rebuilding America and all that. So I farmed this gig out to a freelancer, a pro, like home. Major League Pro, on par with you, maybe even better on a good day. This pro went and found it, no fuss. Trouble came after. Afterwards, when he jumped by some pinche cabrones on the way back. I haven't heard from him since. Even Eddie says he's dead in a ditch. From what I've learned all about these void outs triggered by bodies left to rot in this world. Well, you better find him, Sam. ASAP. And don't forget to secure my chip while you're at it. Check it at the Destro Center in north of Mountain Knot City. And I'll send you the order along with the info on the area where he disappeared. Don't let me down, Sammy boy. Sam, my man. Counting on you. No way
Sam, I am.
stations in an island. No way stations in an island. To the super honorable Mr. Sam Bridges, it gives me great pleasure to report that the way station patch-up job went off without a hitch. The stuff you brought us was just what we needed, man. And now we're part of the network, too. No way stations an island. Not anymore. We can talk to HQ over on the East Coast, just like if they were in here in the room. Which is, that's how we heard those rumors about Central were true. Totally wiped out, huh? Damn. And if you hadn't been there, the UCA's plans would have gone down the tubes. Glad that didn't happen. Keep on keeping on. And don't stop until you hit the ocean. Up north. Thanks for saving our buddy. Sam, you showed up in the nick of time. I just about given up on our guy, Langdon. But he's on the mend now, thanks to you. Should be back working before long. In the meantime, I'll have to cover for him. Don't worry, he knows he owes you his life. He'll probably be sending you a message to thank you himself. Soon enough. If I'm being honest, though, it was his own damn fault. An old pro like him shouldn't be letting explosives slip by right under his nose. You should know how clever these damn terrorists are getting. Oh, and thanks for connecting us to this chiral network. We're getting a lot more data from the outside world now. And that alone has given morale a pretty big boost. And the printer? It's the icing on the cake. Can't print everything, though, of course. We'll be relying on you porters for a good while yet. Keep up the good work. Oh my god. My all-American cosplay convention dreams coming true. Well, Sam, never thought this day would come, but it looks like we're going to host an all-American cosplay convention. All credit to you, of course. Well, you and the Cairo Network. Anyway, we're all pretty busy preparing for it right now. I just wanted to drop you a line and tell you something that you might like. More and more porters are getting into cosplay and transforming themselves into you, Sam. I don't just mean they're wearing the same clothes as you either. They're adopting your voice, your mannerisms, everything. Honestly, I actually thought it was you the first few times, but there's no way a man who delivers could work so quickly. I've got to say, people are getting so good at cosplay, it's scary. But what an honor for you, huh? You should be proud of yourself, Sam. Oh, in Southwick. Mysteries of the crater. So I read the report on the crater you threw that nuke into. Pretty interesting stuff. There's never been much volcanic activity in that sector, in the whole region, in fact. We don't have complete records from before the Stranding, so it's mostly speculation. But the report suggested that it might be a void-out crater that filled up with tar. That might even be a conduit to the other side, which would mean whatever you throw in there would wind up on the beach. But again, that's just speculation. Could be we don't understand a damn thing about the crater or any of the tar in it. Using the network to spread the cosplay gospel. Joining the UCA has done so much to help me spread out the word about my costumes, and all sorts of people have gotten in touch and sent me new ideas for designs. This would have never happened if it weren't for you, Sam. Thank you. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I've got a twin sister. Maybe you've met her? She's a prepper too, but she doesn't do cosplay. She's more interested in spiritual stuff, you know. Mystical mumbo jumbo, all that. Two sides of the same coin, though. I guess cosplay is all about metamorphosis, being at one with nature. You should go and have a chat with her if you haven't. She's pretty interesting in her own way. Alright, so now I gotta find more fucking people. There's always another prepper.
There's always a bigger fish.
What do you think of the Cairo boots? Dear Sam, thank you again for everything you've done for us. I've been wondering, how are those Cairo boots of yours holding up? My daughter's the one who made them, in case you didn't know. I'm not too sure how they work myself. Something about a chiralium coating to make them extra durable. I'd be worried about chiral contamination myself, to tell the truth, so I wouldn't blame you if you didn't wear them or just held on to them as a keepsake. Having said that, if I know anything about you, Sam, you're going to want to try them out at least once. You strike me as someone who values practical over the ornamental. My daughter made several pairs like that, you know. She's really quite something, isn't she? Anyway, if you do decide to take them for a spin, let me know how they treat you. Victor Frank back in Port Knot. Port Knot City is a real boomtown. Hosts guides the present. Read 100 mails. Jesus. Things keep getting better and better here in Port Knot City. You've got everyone so fired up to do what we could for this place, and now we're really starting to see fruits of our labors. Take a look at the distro center already? Can't believe this number of shipments it's been processing nowadays. Trade is booming. Needless to say, it's thanks to you. That's why we gave you that star. It's a symbol of our gratitude. We only give them to special people, people we really trust. It's not just for show, though. I presume you've heard the rumors that porters who receive stars from preppers can make use of their shelters? Maybe you should give it a try. Anyway, I just wanted to say thanks for all your help. The junk dealer. How's my ladder working out for you? I haven't been using his ladder. He has these chiralium ladders, and I'm like, okay, I haven't used the ladder in quite a bit. Hey, Sam, you find a use for that ladder I gave you? I actually left most of them in just, like, private lockers by his house. Like, I built it with my own two hands, you know, so it's one of a kind, not some run-of-the-mill gadget. For one thing, and you've probably noticed this already, it's coated with chiral crystals, a little trick I picked up from my better half, as you might have guessed. Downside is that the coating renders it unprintable. Not that you'll ever have to fabricate a replacement, of course. We're talking about super lightweight and timefall-resistant boot. It's the last ladder you'll ever need, unless you use it. You haven't, right? Anyway, let me know what you think, okay? Feedback is always welcome. I should probably go pick one of those back up. Amazing potential of hologram generators. I'm grateful to you, Sam. It really was you every time. I've got to say, joining the UCA's opened up a real treasure trove of data, but it seems I'm not the only one who's got some new toys to play with. Have you given your Ordex new hologram generator a try? It's pretty amazing. Not only do the grams look just like real rocks, you don't get picked up by mule scanners either. You can even use them for concealment. It's not unlike the technology and techniques we once used to make old movies. Light and shade, optical illusions, but the level of realism is something else. I'll let you in on a little secret. I used a hologram generator to sneak into a mule encampment and shoot some footage. I had no idea I was there. It was amazing what kind of shots you can get when no one knows you're filming. In fact, I've decided I'm going to use the same technique to shoot a whole movie. I'm going to call it The Great Deliverer. I've already got you down for the starring role. Sam, you won't disappoint me, will you? Weather station. Watch out for chiral spikes. Things are looking up, Sam. We're now getting temperature, humidity, wind speed, and air pressure readings, along with chiral density data over a huge area. and in real time to boot. And we're able to analyze all that data to provide an incredibly accurate forecast about what's going to happen next. Most importantly, we can carefully track Kyo density in regions where BTs are predisposed to appear, which allows us to predict when and where timefall is likely to occur. But you know what's strange? We've been getting some odd readings lately. Massive chiral spikes. But outside these BT zones. We also heard that Higgs managed to, I guess you'd say, summon a BT or two to Port Knot City. And that you were attacked by them? Damn. If our assumptions were mistaken and BTs can pop up anywhere, or if Higgs or someone like him makes it happen, then all the hard work we put into developing our timefall forecast might have been for nothing. Not much point into predicting where the rain will... predicting the rain when the end of the world is on the horizon. Is it weird to have feelings for bots? Oh no, Tom. This stays between you and me, okay? I'm trusting you, right? Here it goes. Thing is, I've come to have feelings for the delivery bots. Nothing weird.
No.
Just, you know, how people are happy to see when you drop by and worry about you when you're not around. It's like that for the bots. I can tell them apart.
All right, I skipped ahead a couple of lines. I don't like that emoji.
Every little quirk, I know their personalities, and if we lost one, I can't say I wouldn't shed a tear or two. Sounds crazy, right? AIs and bots don't have feelings, but humans can't help it. Convincing yourself it's not a logical thing and trying to fight it is easier said than done. Maybe that's why people used to name their cars, because they were more than just tools, you know? Not that you don't understand. You've got a BB. They may tell you that it's just equipment, and that you may tell yourself that too. But that's not what you believe in your heart of hearts, is it? Okay.
I think there's a difference between a delivery bot and something that looks like an actual baby. Like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like a delivery Roomba is not on the same equivalent level of something that looks like an actual baby.
Yeah.
Granted,
Also,
that baby
delivery
looks
Roomba, hilarious.
haunting.
Back off. Back off! Don't do it!
This is new.
Yeah.
Hey Sam, I have some new info you should hear. Recently recovered thanks to your efforts to expand the chiral network. It concerns BBs. I dug this up on my own, just to be clear. No one ordered me to look. And if anyone asked, put it all on me. No need for you to deal with any blowback. You were just listening to me ramble on the wire, okay? Anyway, it looks like Bridges wasn't the first to bring back BB tech. It was a group of separatists. Terrorists opposed to UCA expansion, according to the records. They started using them about 3 years ago. Right around the time Bridges 1 was putting plans in place to head west. Seems these separatists were having trouble with BTs too, and figured that if they could track them, they might be able to steer them into our path. When Bridges caught wind of this, the decision was made to fight fire with fire, to start using BBs as a countermeasure. It's possible yours was commissioned for that very purpose, a fact I think someone may have tried to conceal, judging by the absence of BB-28's service record. I always found it strange that we were so willing to utilize technology we barely understood. Now we know why. We've been aping methods and techniques employed by others from the start. There's more you should know. It's about the original Bridge Baby experiments. Piecing together what little I could find, it looks like they started around the time of the Death Stranding. They were conducted on the island of Manhattan off the East Coast, which was completely and utterly obliterated by what was almost certainly a void-out. Back then, these experiments had the full support and approval of the American government. It's all just guesswork, but I suspect the BB program was conceived to help gain a better understanding of the nature of the Death Stranding. However, due to ethical and safety concerns, public opinion was strongly against the program. Still, they pressed on, and in their desperation to make sense of the greatest disaster of their age, I think they caused another. I should also mention that the president himself was killed in the blast. It was after his death, when he was succeeded by then Vice President Strand, that the experiments were suspended by executive decree. Documents were shredded, facilities were decommissioned, and every effort was made to pretend that BBs had never even existed. Which begs the question how some random separatist group was capable of resurrecting the tech decades later. I'll let you know if I turn up anything enlightening.
Sam, check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
So BBs can cause
The
boils
people of Mountain Knot
themselves.
City have a pressing problem
That's
that
a
needs to be
problem.
addressed. A tar-like substance has been bubbling up from beneath the ground near them.
Not at all
They're
something
seeing
we'll ever
more of
have
it by
to
the
deal
minute,
with.
and it won't be long before it spreads into the city. There have already been reports
Cops,
of
baby.
ejecta inside the outer walls. If nothing is done, the whole city might be swallowed by a sea of tar in the near future. There's an order from Mountain Knot City. Check the details on the delivery terminal.
Or at least experiments involving BBs can lead to void outs. Gauges.
I prefer my term of Chekhov's baby.
Shut up, baby.
Hanger? That means flying equipment. Alright. 360 kilos of equipment. I will print out a PCC, and I'm gonna have a generator right outside.
Order assigned.
So I want to get these places like up in terms of their connections, because the higher your connection with them, the more materials you're allowed to create. And I want those materials so that I can build the roads.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Oh, there's a generator right there. Okay. Let's see where we're at. So I can see where the road would be. Simply from player interactions and driving. So it seems most people try to avoid driving through the terrorist camp. That was me being special.
I mean, you also didn't know that that camp was there, to be fair.
I did know that camp was there. I didn't know that it was a terrorist camp rather than a mules camp.
Alex, I'm trying really hard to be in your camp.
I need.
Alex, I have a question.
Yeah.
if anyone's watching.
Have you ever heard of the phrase, tried to play defense, but their teammate is shooting them?
No, but I have heard this thing where in a game that's supposed to be like 5 on 5, it turned out to be 6 on 4. To explain, like, to get across the idea of how incompetent one of their teammates were. So you're saying those gas bag BTs I can shoot for more Chiralium, right?
Yeah, with blood bullets or a hematic grenade, and they give apparently a lot of Chiralium. And have a chance for other material as well.
Let me take this bridge since the road's out.
The way that your fucking bike moves, it does me a concern.
Gee, game, I didn't notice all these BTs here. Thank you for that.
It's so funny. Like in other cases, it's like, oh yeah, I actually can't see them, and there it's like they are literally floating. They are a visible black spot, like series of black spots over a light brown to white background.
I'm not gonna do anything crazy since I'm not on a road.
I start now.
Oh no, oh no.
Alex, what were those words you had just used?
That's why I didn't do anything crazy. I was just checking.
Yeah, checking how far the road goes. Like right there?
Yeah.
There it stops.
That's right. Alright, there we go.
There we go.
You know, they had non-lethal, like, automatic weapons in MGS5. So I don't think that they count.
Those are explicitly rubber bullets.
Yeah.
And those inflict stun, they do not inflict sleep, so they are less effective.
Yeah, because sleep is a different thing. Now, in real life, rubber bullets are...
You hit somebody in certain spots enough times.
You're supposed to ricochet them off the ground into people's shins. That's not what the police do. They just directly shoot somebody, and that would directly
also, a rubber bullet hits you in the chest 8 times. That non-lethal is a suggestion.
They also have shot people straight in the head with rubber bullets. Yeah, like a hard thing flying at you. At like a really high speed, it doesn't matter if it's rubber or not sometimes.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridge
It's Sam Bridges. Good to see you, man. Wait. How the heck did you keep this stuff in such pristine condition?
What did they take damage from? Maybe that little hop I did. Great courier. Better than a master courier. Improved my balance.
Guess I'll be seeing you around then. Good work. New order.
I got...
Ah, a supply request. Up for taking care of it? Thanks, Sam. We could use more people like you.
Supply requests are requests made by other players for weapons or equipment to be delivered to a specific location. Once delivered, these items will be provided to the player who made the request. What do they ask for? Oh, they need a ladder. That's up. Food enriched with extracts from fish found in BT areas. High roll allergy medication.
Hey, you need this? I have this ladder that I'm not using. Junk dealer. Hey, so what? How's my ladder treating you? The what?
I mean, like, how many likes would I get? I could get 40 likes for that. Oh. I need to build more roads. Take this and premium. This premium. Hey! Look at that ODSC helmet. Alright, well, let's make a ladder. Load everything onto transport. That too.
Order assigned.
When we come back around here, I'm gonna just start popping gas bags.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
I need that chiralium.
Keep on keeping on.
So Raven, do you have a favorite character so far?
Eggs. He's the only character so far that seems to be enjoying himself.
The little bit I've heard about, because apparently he survives the second game. The little bit I've heard about Higgs in the second game is like, everybody's like, I'm so sick of this motherfucker. Dylan.
Do what?
Like, I understand that you haven't really been paying attention to this, but do you have, like, a character who stands out to you, even a little bit?
So, Mads Mikkelsen is always goddamn memorable.
This is true.
That more so attests to his particular style of acting, just how he is as an actor.
Apparently, he's just really good at
Uh,
pushing people who unsettle. Like, playing a person who unsettles people.
He's good at he is incredibly
I mean,
excellent.
that kind of
quiet.
I feel
being
rude in
quiet.
saying it. It kind of plays into his face.
He has a resting face that is like not a bitch face or anything. It's like it's a neutral face that people just, I guess, don't like looking at when it's just like it's its neutral position.
To me, Mads Mikkelsen looks like what a human being drawn by memory looks like.
I love him though. He's great. He's fantastic.
Yeah,
like as an
no,
actor and a person, apparently he's
amazing.
great. He's just his face unsettles me, and like people go like he's so attractive. I'm like, I don't get it.
Scanning
He's
Bridges
not
ID.
unattractive.
Verifying ID. Please, weapons detected. All
He
weapons
looks
will be locked
uncanny
until
to me. He
Cargo
looks
verified.
frightening.
If you want to see some really great acting from him, watch Hannibal from the 10s, from the 2000s.
Oh no, like he's great in that.
That's a fantastic show, and he kills it 100%.
Yes. So another character that definitely grabbed my interest from what I've seen of this is I don't know her name.
No, it's you.
Shit.
How's it going?
Is it the French girl?
Probably.
Cargo's in mint condition.
She wears
Blonde,
leather
has an
jacket.
umbrella.
How did you manage that?
Yes. What is her name?
Fragile.
Fragile.
Oh, yes, Fragile.
Played by Lea Seydoux.
Just so you know, I've put something aside for you.
Or is it
Her
Lee?
backstory was very interesting.
Go ahead and grab it
I
whenever.
think it's Leah.
How that fits into the world.
Though I have to laugh every time that I hear her talk. Because it just reminds me of one of my
Seeing you in
favorite
action gives me
YouTubers.
hope. Keep it up, Sam. Good work.
Where in one of their RPGs, they're like wandering around, and everyone in the RPG has a very thick Cockney accent, except for this one person who goes, "No, I am innocent," and he goes, "There's a France in Britannia. Where?" So Fragile speaking, trying her best to hide her accent. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Okay, when we come back, we're gonna stop off here to get Chiral printer parts.
Since Alex cannot look at it, Dylan, you should look at this. I feel like you'll.
This particular type of armor
You
can
have
provide
no
full
context
body
for it, but
protection.
you'll appreciate it.
It can be worn on the shoulders and legs.
I don't need context
and the
to
more
appreciate
pieces you
something.
Equip, the greater the cumulative effect. However, it requires power to function, so don't let your batteries run dry.
Battery-powered armor.
Why does the armor require battery?
Maybe it's reactive? I don't know.
Wait, I just noticed the armor said silver and gold.
Yeah, you can like, there's cosmetics for the armors and whatnot.
Gold is terrible to have for armor.
It's a cosmetic coating.
Well, good work.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
So apparently, like, gold wire is actually functionally better than copper wire, but, you know, most countries want to use gold for other shit. So that's why we stick with copper wire.
Remember, I told you that's why the semiconductors in Dead Space were considered valuable. Gold semiconductors were better than regular semiconductors.
Oh, god damn it.
But yeah, Dylan, like that. You just, but like, you haven't played Helldivers, but you can tell.
Should we do a Helldiver stream when it finally goes live? Can't happen on Tuesday. I'm working that day.
I was gonna say, like, is it gonna happen?
Actually, it's not happening. It's not. It's starting this Tuesday, but I should say, should we do one next week? I guess, or maybe on Thursday.
I mean, I would do that.
I mean, yeah.
Wait.
I wouldn't care.
I would have to buy the PC. I would have to buy the console version because the PC version is hungry.
I was gonna say, is there no crossplay?
It's hungry.
There is crossplay. There is crossplay.
It's hungry for your PC.
It's
for your
hungry
PC
for
resources.
PC resources.
Yeah,
and I only
yeah.
have a mono PC setup right now, so.
Just put it all on low, forehead.
Helldiver is hungry for your resources, like Google Chrome is hungry for your RAM.
The anti-cheat also. The anti-cheat and the anti-piracy DRM is obnoxious.
Wow. I'll bet your body's aching.
And I don't know if I
after
really
carrying
want to rebuy it right now. Like, yeah, it's only $40.
Well, what if
but it's...
I just didn't give you a choice?
I don't really know if I'd want to.
Dylan buys it for Alex. Alex just refuses to download.
You can reject purchase gifts.
No shame in taking a break from
Yes,
time.
you can. It is
it's
an
a thing
option.
of like I don't know, like
smelly one.
I don't think I want to maintain
Please access
a
delivery
like because here's the thing, because it doesn't. If it had cross save, which it doesn't have, they already confirmed that. If it had cross
is dumb.
save, it'd be I'd be like sure, but the problem is it doesn't. Not at this time.
So having a cross-console compatible, like being able to cross-platform play, but not having cross-platform save, seems asinine.
Like now at the same time, I don't know all the details that goes into that, so I can't really speak on that.
Like it just feels like okay, it feels like you did this, but are now doing it without giving yourself enough time to make sure you make the saves cross-platform compatible. Because if you're letting them all play with each other, that means they're all the same version of the game. It's not like consoles have a different version than the PC.
Yeah, it's more about linking accounts. Because you'd have to link your Steam account to your PlayStation account, link your PlayStation and Steam to your Xbox account, and whatnot. And like that could I understand how that.
Order assigned.
Oh. Okay. So from apparently what the devs have stated, not only would they have to figure out how to code the cross progression thing, they would also have to have both console companies to agree on a way to have the progression. And it's not just that they agree that the progression exists, they have to agree in the way that it exists.
Because remember, even not even 10 years ago, remember it used to be that PlayStation was hard against even cross progression on certain things. Before certain games had full cross progression. PlayStation themselves used to be against even cross progression.
But yeah, so they are open to the idea, but as it stands right now, they don't have the manpower to research a way to get it to work. They would then have to run it by Steam, Sony, and Xbox, and have all three of them agree with each other.
Because on my PC version of Helldivers, I'm pretty close to having the majority of the non-paid-for unlocks. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to re-get some of those things.
You know what? Yeah, that's a lot of effort to put back in.
Yeah.
So, that's fair.
I do not. because I played less, because unfortunately my laptop kept overheating so much after playing it. So,
Like,
I have a
still
decent
don't
amount
think
of time
your
in Helldivers,
laptop
but
should be like overheating to that. Like no, Helldivers is a cooker. I won't lie on that, but it is like when the day comes, if the day comes that they do end up with cross progression, I will gladly like hop on the Xbox version of you guys.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
why doesn't Command just issue more Helldivers per mission? Why is it always 4-person squads? That's a good question, but I don't ask questions, because that's treason.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
This should give no way. No, this place is stingy, especially when you're on the final couple stars.
A delivery? Great. Always happy to get one, let me tell you. All this is for us? Oh man, hope you didn't kill yourself bringing it here.
Look at how little I got. Goddamn.
Quite lit. You got fuck and all.
Come see us whenever you like, Sam.
This central region is just
We're always
really,
happy to make time
really
for a hero.
hard to max out.
Good work. New.
Okay, let's see. Shit, he's got fucking all in terms of ceramics. I was hoping he had a lot more. All right, what do you got? No, he needs a lot more. Let's change our color scheme here. I know. What do you think, Raven? Purple or more of a pink color?
I would like a lighter purple, but beggars
Yeah.
can't be choosers. Honestly, the black and pink isn't that bad.
Stand clear. Vehicle ready. Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
So what's good is that, you know, the preppers also carry a good amount of materials. So you don't have to like switch around analysis. Unfortunately, the cosplayer and the collector both live in really shit to get to positions. So getting materials from them is like my least preferred.
So what you're saying is, for the convenience of the mailman, the post-apocalyptic mailman, build my post-apocalyptic bunker in a flat field.
It doesn't even have to be in a flat field. Just put it fucking above ground.
Or, you know, not in the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
Nice job, you drove off the road.
Make it vehicle accessible.
Good morning, Sam.
Like, look at where I have to go to get to this player. This is as close as you can get with your vehicle.
That sounds like cowardice.
Let's just say if you get your vehicle any closer, you will not be leaving on your vehicle.
Sacrifice.
Well, that's a
If you get
different
the
thing
vehicle
right
any
there.
closer, you will not be
You just
leaving
said
on
that
the
we
vehicle.
can't get there with the vehicle.
Okay, you little fuck shit. Usually when we say something like that, it is with the implication that that is on the condition that we cannot get the vehicle back out.
Leave me alone. I understand that that lady is Muslim and she's not going to eat pork.
You
those people are
still getting
still-
plans and notifications.
Is there really no way to mute that?
Not unless I delete the comment itself.
No, keep that bitch up out of spite.
That's what I'm feeling at this point.
At this point, I'm just full of spite. I'm gonna leave it up out of go fuck yourself.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected.
Okay, let's get these delivered.
Delivering cargo.
Thank you so much, Sam. You're the best.
Said she has a twin sister somewhere out there, and I have no idea where the fuck she would be at.
People can carry that much? Incredible. I really appreciate you bringing me all this. You're too kind.
Well, she gave me about a quarter star.
I hope you'll come again.
Good work. New order.
What do you have?
I did figure out where she is.
Where is she?
Need to find her.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Northeast of Mountain Knot City.
Oh, okay. So I would have had it. I would have run into
Weapons
you
restriction
anyway.
lifted.
Thank you so much for stopping by. You're a legend, man. You're the best.
You know, out of all those, like, late night hosts, like, I find myself unable to stand some of them. Like, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, and Conan O'Brien, Bill Maher, and Jay Leno. Never liked any of those guys.
Conan was hit or miss with me.
Like, Conan never, like, pissed me off. I mean, I just don't like his voice. I don't think there's anything he can do about that. I'm just, I listen to his voice and I'm just like, I don't want to watch it. Jimmy Fallon, his type of humor, the way he does his thing, never really did it for me either. Jay Leno and Bill Maher. Bill Maher is not funny. He's just an asshole. also a racist asshole.
You know, I will say though, like Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert,
I like them, yes.
they are genuinely funny, and you can tell that they're also.
They also like hardcore. Like when the chips are down, they tend to actually stand for something.
Yes.
Which is actually pretty rare these days. Like Stephen Colbert went and got himself canceled because he wouldn't back down on something.
Now, to be fair,
I mean, canceled by the network.
Now, to be fair with Stephen Colbert, it has been stated like the worst thing the network could do is to take a hardcore Irish Catholic and say, "Hey, you need to follow and comply." And you gave him a chance to martyr himself in public. These people were born and raised to have self-deprecation.
Like, I don't know what they expect.
I don't know what they were thinking.
I'm also okay with Seth Meyers. He's not his humor is also kind of like hit or miss. Sometimes I think he's great. Sometimes it's like that one didn't do it for me. But like as far as he goes, like he's on the bottom of the ones that I would watch. But he doesn't annoy me like the other ones that I mentioned. Okay, let's grab these PlayStations. Bring them down to him.
Good morning, Sam.
Remember when a bunch of fools were just standing outside this guy's shelter and just waiting for me to leave?
There were like what?
It was like 5 of them.
Yeah.
It was really stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, Willie's daughter was born.
Hey! That's right, he did say like end of the summer.
Well, if it isn't Sam
So
Bridges,
world meet Punch Girl. Punch
Very
Girl
good.
meet world. She'll
Very
check
good.
in again in a decade.
I do appreciate that both
Wonderful.
Pat and Wooly have straight
Simply
up said,
wonderful.
like, you will never see our
Service
children on
befitting a
camera
legend
until
among
they can make
porters.
that decision for themselves.
He did show, Wooly did show like a picture of her, of him holding her, but he said that that's going to be the only thing.
Yeah, but like that's different than like these like people who have like quote unquote influencer families.
Yeah.
Where it's more like, you know, they force their children to like to be in front of the camera to film views.
Take care.
Like
I'll be in
I
touch.
genuinely feel sorry for those kids.
Good work. New
They're gonna have a
order available.
fucked up sense of like personal space.
Oh yeah, I know that at least with a couple's instances, like some children, the moment like some of those children, the moment they get like to adulthood, they go like full privacy and are no contact with their parents. Which I understand.
Yes.
Guys, stop giving me hope.
Giving you hope about what?
A number of news articles have been saying that people in the White House are saying that Trump is just wandering around talking about heaven and God a distressing amount. Like in almost every other conversation, he's talking about heaven.
Yeah, okay, so that whole thing about his heart health, that's more dire than the White House said.
And Now it is stated that it has been 13 days since he has golfed, and today will be the 14th day, which is the longest he's ever gone without golfing in all of his years being the president. And I'm sitting here like, don't give me hope.
Sounds like someone's having a distressing confrontation with morality or mortality. Excuse me.
Mortality,
Yeah,
not morality.
Look, he said
Mr. Leonard.
on an interview, like during a phone interview with Fox, he was afraid he wasn't getting into heaven, which is like nobody just brings that up. That means he's like a doctor told him, "Hey, life.
Shit's not looking great for you, buddy."
I do appreciate an old bit back when George Carlin was really young. He had a bit called Death and Dying, and he said, "I personally believe that wherever you think you're gonna go, you're gonna go. If you hear someone go, 'Don't pray for me, I'm going to hell.'
Thank you for your contribution.
I'm going to hell, don't pray for me." He is.
Take care. I'll be in touch.
He says, conversely, if you think to yourself, "I'm worried that I'm not going to get into heaven," you definitely aren't going to get into heaven. That shit is not up for debate. I swore I thought I... Oh, I did! Because I was looking at the...
Damn. Back off!
Alex.
Goddamn thieves steal my shit!
So when you climbed up that, I thought I saw the mule, but then you turned slightly and he was gone. I'm like, I guess I just was looking at like one of the stickers and they just had like a little motion thing. But then when you turned more and saw him getting close to the bike, I'm like, I knew it. I wasn't fully crazy.
Going over here. Like this. They offloaded shit! God damn it. He didn't just go through my shit, he offloaded it too, motherfucker.
I thought I saw a briefcase on the ground.
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah.
You could pick him up and throw him down towards the collector.
I'm not doing that.
It would be funny.
They might appreciate the cargo. What? Oh, yep. So I have a question for you because I was going down a ladder into a rabbit hole. I was going down like listening to John Cena talking about coffee because he just has like a real fascination. It speaks very interestingly about coffee that it made me actually interested in coffee, despite the fact I don't like the taste of coffee.
Yeah.
He then was with a number of actors and like a group of influencers from Britain, where they were like showing off like British breakfast versus American breakfast.
I think I've seen bits of this.
John Cena stated that he did not want any syrup on his pancakes at first because he says a good pancake should be able to stand on its own without syrup or butter.
Welcome, Sam Porter.
I don't believe it.
What would you have? Like, for me, it's because pancakes are pretty dry. I need them moistened up a little bit. You know?
Well, he said like when it comes to bad pancakes, Yeah, you need like after about like 5-6 chews in, you're like you need some lube in there. But for me, it's kind of like I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like saying a burger should be able to stand on its own without the bun, and I don't want to eat the burger without a bun. I know that that's not the best comparison, but still.
I get it.
Brrr.
Right, does he have any... Yes, he does. Food rations. Okay, we'll deliver food rations.
Even though it'd be really funny.
What?
Because apparently the community for Helldivers is referring to Xbox getting Helldivers 2 as Freedom Day because it's no longer under the control of Sony. Imagine.
Thank you for your
Imagine if Trump.
Oh God.
If just something were to happen. Now, I'm not saying what, but if
That.
Have a pleasant journey.
but if something
Would
were
truly
to happen,
cement it.
Let's just say, okay, if he died of natural causes,
Have a pleasant safe travels.
but if he didn't, I'm just gonna tell you because the rules are like this inside. If he did not die of natural causes, the fucking Democrats would join the Republicans in passing something called the Protecting the American Way Act, where like literally everybody in the left of George Bush would be interrogated and losing their right to vote and or would be. Because at the end of the day, my experience is liberals will side with fascists over leftists every time.
what the fuck is happening with the road? Like occasionally I'm looking at the road and like the left and right side of the road just kind of warp for like a half second.
What can't you do?
Oh, it's the hologram. The hologram has like a weird radius around it where it just kind of warps. Ugh.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID.
I noticed that it's been doing that for all of the holograms now.
All weapons will be locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay, what does he have? I know he had a one for the station. 2 kilos.
So I'm sitting here and like I want to guess some of the plots, but at the same time like the things I want to guess are so hacky and stupid that I don't want to will them into existence.
For this game?
Order assigned.
Yes.
Listen,
See you later.
it doesn't matter because like less than a year after this game came out, we had COVID and everybody was isolated in their home sheltering, and only mailmen could help us. So you know what? Nothing is gonna get more hacky than the world actually falling into a state similar to this. Make your speculation.
So what is Sam's sister's name?
Amelie.
Alright. So my original thought was that Amelie is not her real name, it is her middle name. And she is gonna be Samantha. And it turns out that she was the original child and Sam is some weird freak. That's why he could have PT powers. And is also able to respawn on death.
Keep on keeping on.
So that's referred to as doom. That's actually apparently supposedly related to like astrology. Like your fucking astrological sign term like has an influence on whether or not you have dooms and how strong it is if you have it.
Okay.
There's also other factors too, but like those are the big ones.
Those with dooms are called sufferers.
Sufferers.
Oh, well, me trying to look up what dooms are automatically spoiled something to me. So, alright.
Alright, well, let's try not to say much, because I wanna...
Wait, what?
That's unfortunate, Raven. Suffered the fucking silence.
Those born under the constellations such as Cancer, Pisces, Cake. What the fuck are these? I don't know what these are. What astrological signs are these?
No,
No,
don't worry about it.
Constellation is not the same thing as... Go ahead.
Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked.
Catus, Delphinus, and Gigas.
Yeah, those are the
Yeah, those definitely sound like constellation names.
You said astrological sign, so...
Yeah, but that, like, so when you're born under, like, so your astrological sign is determined by the constellation you're born under. The constellation does not necessarily have to have the same name as the astrological sign. I don't know, it's astrology and pseudoscience, I don't care about it. Honestly, Hideo Kojima could have written some entirely different bullshit about astrology and had all the actual people who are into astrology get mad at him, and I wouldn't give a shit.
Thanks for stopping by, Sam. Oh, just look at all this stuff. You're a lifesaver.
So much food. Hey, that boosts us right up to 5 stars with them. It didn't take much to please.
Yeah, people are pretty happy when you feed them.
Listen, I got you a little gift. Go ahead and grab it.
I mean, it
If you're
depends on what you feed them.
that is.
If I don't like you, you want a sandwich?
point.
But I'm warming up to you.
I did see someone state that they are a picky eater and they classify foods in
Sam.
3 separate ways.
Be careful, okay?
Number 1, food they like. Number 2, food that they don't like but they understand why people like them. And 3, they feel like is an abomination unto God. They're like, in order. Grouping 1, pizza. Doesn't need a clarification. Pizza's just good.
Mm-hmm.
Grouping 2, sushi.
Okay, yeah.
They said that they can understand why people like it, but they ate it one
But they don't.
time at a airport terminal, and it made them almost miss a flight because of how long they were in there throwing up.
Terminal sushi. You got to be careful about where you get sushi from. My general thing is this: if you are in a state that does not have a coastline, don't get the sushi.
And then they said in the third one...
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
If you're in a place that doesn't have a coastline, don't get the sushi. Like, there's a point where the fish has to travel too far for you to accept it as sushi. Because sushi, fish that's used for sushi generally is never frozen and is served to you raw. So that means there's too much opportunity for it to get fucked up if it has to travel too far.
Slight amendment. Is never frozen post the whole fish being broken down. Important clarification.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But yeah, like, if you're not in a place with a coastline, do not eat the sushi.
And they said third classification example is egg salad. Inherently evil. There should never be egg salad. Anyone who says that they like it, they are wrong.
I have liked one egg salad in my life, and all others have been bad.
I don't agree with that man's statement about sushi, but I can understand why he wouldn't like it given his experience.
Yeah.
Egg salad, I am in agreement where no.
Alright, let's see if we can't build more roads. Check this here.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
So, question. The weapons restriction is inside there.
Yeah. When you're inside
What
the
is to
center.
prevent Sam from aiming the guns at them?
You can aim them, they just literally will not fire.
I mean in universe, not in terms of gameplay.
The triggers are locked.
The triggers are locked in universe?
Yeah, these are smart weapons. Did you ever play MGS4?
This grenade is a smart grenade. I pull the pin and even though I throw it inside there, it will not explode.
The pin is locked.
The pin is locked before I throw it?
The pin is locked before you can pull it.
No, outside of the barrier, not inside the barrier. Like, if I pull the pin outside of the barrier and then throw it into there, will it suddenly magnetize the pin?
Maybe. What's to you?
All I'm saying is that Die Hard Man needs to prove.
ID tag weapons, ID tag equipment, and ID tag bullets.
ID tag weapons are carried by ID tag soldiers.
War has changed. It's honestly a nightmare with MGS. That game has never been re-released.
Never will.
The whole second, volume 2 of the MGS collection is delayed because we don't know if that game's going to be able to be ported.
What console was it initially released on?
PS3. PS3.
Oh yeah, 3. Why did I say 4?
Oh yeah.
That was the one. That was the console with the really, really weird architecture. And so
I know.
Anytime they want to move a game off of it and re-release it, they
You
have
to remake the fucking.
remake it.
You have to build that bitch again from scratch.
Now, to be fair, MGS4 is not the worst game to remake from scratch because most of that is cutscenes.
Those cutscenes were in engine though.
That does truly actually make that diabolical.
Yes, but the voice lines can be ripped, so you could just remake the cutscenes. It would take a while.
Well, yeah, no, the voice lines were never the hard part about that.
PS3 was such a weird machine.
The PS3, from my understanding, had a lot of good games on it, but also from my understanding, was a mistake.
The PS3 from
PS3 had
everything.
No
That's what I was gonna say. Everyone says the PS3 had good games, except when it didn't, because it had no games. Every time somebody would be like, no, the PS3 has games, they'd be like, oh yeah, what are the games that it has? Resistance? Killzone?
Honestly, Uncharted saved that console. Naughty Dog saved that console.
Uncharted had done a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, speaking of Naughty Dog, watch someone start playing Sleeping Dogs for their first time ever recently.
That's not Naughty Dog.
Isn't it? No, it isn't. That's right. It just feels like it. No, Naughty Dog was Watch Dogs, right?
No, Watch Dogs was Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Oh, okay. Nope. I don't know. Fucking anything then.
I think
Gonna go back to my folder.
Dogs is, I think it was technically published by Square.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Square Enix. And is developed by United Front Games.
It was originally called True Crime Hong Kong, but that ended up getting like reshuffled,
It was part of the True Crime series, but it took so long to make that it became its own thing. Also because they no longer have the license to True Crime. I don't like Sleeping Dogs. I know a lot of people talk about how great it is, and it probably is.
I had a good time.
The problem is that the cars suck.
Honestly, back in those days, having good cars in a video game was, for some goddamn reason, a fucking point level. It's like during that whole generation, a lot of game developers forgot how to code vehicles.
Every car in that game had less than 0 traction. Like, the game said, press this button for handbrake, and I sat there going, why would I need the handbrake? Slightly turning left makes my vehicle turn into a Beyblade. So I tried to just go through everywhere, just walking. But that does not work after, like, 30 minutes.
Back and get stuff for the next location. Not like materials, but like delivery. I'll get stuff for delivery. Yeah, as well. We have...
That notification system is really annoying. Entering power grid. No longer on power grid. Entering power grid. No longer on power grid.
So that's technically how you lose power while still being on grid. The game says you're on a grid until you don't lose power, and then it says you're not, and it keeps going on and off about it.
So as long as you do not go directly underneath them, you're safe.
So where's this treasure trove of Kyrelia?
he said that they drop a lot of Chiralium.
Okay, so it seems like every so often some will just drop and just not drop any. Because you can actually see a little, like, when they explode, they have a little shower of gold particles, then they drop Chiralium.
Oh, they nerfed it. Apparently in the director's cut, they nerfed it.
Damn, I should have gotten the regular version. Actually, did they have the regular version of this game even available on Xbox?
For Xbox? No. The director's cut is the only version.
Well, this
actually,
over here
the only way to get it on console is the director's cut, because the regular version is no longer being sold. Even on PlayStation. What?
I do think that's interesting. I'm one of those people who gets a little weird about it. Like how some people say that the original version of games, or at least the original setup of certain games, should still be available, even if there was a re-release with other stuff. Like, I'm a person who thinks that the original version of Kingdom Hearts 2 should still be available for purchase. It's not. But, like, I try to tell people, yeah, I mean, you can play Kingdom Hearts 1, Chain of Memories, and the original version of 2 and have a completely closed story that ends on a satisfactory note. But the only version of 2 available now is Final Mix. And Final Mix is a fantastic game, don't get me wrong. That is a fun game to play through. But the changes to the story
doesn't have as
make it so that
a naming screen.
No, the Final Mix version of that story actively destroys any semblance of an ending, of a story ending.
Hey Alex, I have a question for you related to that.
What?
Should we be able to sue the creators of that because they are making another Kingdom Hearts, so that would no longer be the Final Mix, and that would be considered false advertising?
I mean, Final Mix usually just means, like, version. What would be? Okay, I can't go too far, otherwise I'll lose my, that I left on the trike. So after I grab these, I gotta hit back. This handgun's really handy. I'm gonna try to use this on regular enemies. And not the bosses, I mean just like the little secrets.
It says that it is useful for BTs.
Yeah, I'm liking this, because I mean, like... Yeah, it's good. It's good. Don't know what else to say. Dylan,
Sorry, what?
what do you think of a blood gun?
What? Okay. What? How is it specifically firing the blood? Like,
It fires it like a bullet. it's hematic rounds. They call
like
it.
a powder charge bullet.
It takes the blood and loads it into the bullet.
So
it is a bullet filled with blood.
Yeah, it's a bullet filled with blood to say "fuck you" to like you wispy motherfuckers to ghosts. That is its purpose.
Okay, so it is a bullet that is designed to break apart on impact and release the blood, and to actually affect whatever the fuck it is you're shooting.
No, I missed one.
So, not impossible, but really inefficient. I can't imagine any world in which you'd be able to fire that at anything other than subsonic speeds.
Yeah, it does definitely look subsonic.
Also, it depends on which gun we're talking about, because there's one gun where the rounds are already loaded with blood, and another one that drains you of blood as you are shooting, so it has to have some kind of tube feeding into the bullet.
So that one has to be effectively an air gun.
Yeah, the anti-BT handgun, the one that does like require me to load the blood myself. That one has a weird looking shape. I would guess it's an air gun.
Wait, if that's an air gun, does that mean that Alex is now playing Shay Cormac?
Shay Cormac is such a loser.
No, Alex, he's the best protagonist of Assassin's Creed, next to Ezio.
Fucking loser.
Hold on, which one was he from?
He's the one from
Rogue.
Oh. Yeah, I don't need to hear any more about that. We can just leave that at that. I don't know a fucking thing about that game, and I'm fine keeping it that way.
I play that game on my own time. Like, gameplay-wise, it's great, but I gotta tell you, Shape Cormac is fun.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You told me. I remember you talking about that. It's like, yeah, this guy's such fucking stupid.
Every time that Alex plays it, came back with something new that pissed her off about that game, and I just would
Some
come
new
back.
level
But
of
remember,
stupid.
people say that he is the best protagonist next to Ezio. And what this tells me is that the people that like Assassin's Creed have shit taste.
The best protagonist next to Ezio is Bayek.
Which many people consider is the worst.
They are
protagonist.
wrong. They are objectively fucking wrong. Bayek is like
that tells me that the majority of people that like playing Assassin's Creed and at least are vocal about it have zero fucking critical thinking ability.
Bayek felt like the character who absolutely the most ever got to be we got to see so many different parts of him.
Outside of Ezio, but
Ezio had 3 games that took over, like, that told the story over the period of 40 years for him. If they couldn't humanize a character of over 40 years of in-game time, that would have just been horrendous.
Beginning stand.
Though I am still of the opinion that Ezio is only good in Revelations.
All clear. Welcome, Sam's Border Bridges.
I'm willing to accept, like, a argument for Brotherhood, but I am of the opinion that he only got interesting in Revelations.
I don't know. I'd have to play those games again to reform a proper opinion, given that it's been easily a decade since I've played any of them. But they have probably not aged very well, especially my memories of
remasters.
Oh god, my memories of 2, just Ezio's fuck ass yeeting himself off the side of buildings as I'm trying to climb. It's like, dick, not that way.
So there is a streamer. There's a streamer that I've been following on because he posts VODs and shorts on YouTube, and he is known for being a huge Assassin's Creed fan, and he knows the lore inside and out. He talks about it, and like he's even read like the books, played the handheld games. He is a diehard Assassin's Creed fan, and he says Assassin's Creed 2 is the worst game in terms of plot, in terms of gameplay, in terms of main character. And he
You're
says
telling
that
me
it's
it's a
overrated
fucking great
because
place to start. It's only up from there.
Now, see, in the context of going from AC1 to AC2, AC2 is fantastic. In the context of looking at the entire series and going back to AC2, AC2 sucks to go back to.
Yeah, he said, like, in terms of gameplay mechanic upgrades and stuff from the first game, yes, it is a good game. But if you are to take it as its own product, it is dog shit. He also does not like Ezio until halfway through Brotherhood, because he's like, Ezio, up until he like actually forms the Brotherhood, is kind of just a wisecracking asshole still. He doesn't really have a character, and his character flip-flops constantly throughout 2. Like, I'm all about revenge, except when I'm not about revenge. Except when I am about revenge, and then goes to Rodrigo, but I'm above revenge, I'm not going to kill you. And then they have the fight. I actually am going to fight you, because this is about revenge.
You know, see, the thing is, they couldn't kill Rodrigo Borgia because that was an actual dude in history. So they, like, who had a defined death in a very specific way at a very specific time. And even though that'd be interesting, it'd put a glaring hole in how the series typically works.
Still got it.
I need to re-look at it again, because I remember Assassin's Creed 2 was fucking wild in how they clarified certain IRL events being Templar or Assassin plots.
So they go and they recontextualize everything and every time period that they go as just being, you know, another theater in that really pissed off some people about the French Revolution stuff, because I didn't even know this. There was a conspiracy theory that the revolution by monarchists, that the revolution was real, in terms of the peasants didn't actually hate the monarchs. It was nothing but rabble rousers doing this thing, like, and whatnot. Like, I mean, it's malicious slander, and the AC like Unity kind of takes that concept and runs with it. And let me tell you, some historians say they hate AC Unity for that reason. Great in terms of if you want to look at what Paris, the layout of Paris was in that time period. It's like almost a complete accurate recreation and created for architecture and everything. But in actual terms of history, oh man, they hate that fucking game.
Oh.
Well, that wasn't concerning at all.
What's wrong, Raven?
So, the funny mustache man, because Twitch does not like saying his name. The funny mustache man from Germany in the 1940s.
Yeah. Took me a second, but yeah.
He won the Iron Cross during World War I for bravery, which was in fact a Templar symbol.
Oh, is that what they decided in Assassin's Creed?
He was not a Templar. He was given Templar stuff and was under the influence of the Templars. The Templar Henry Ford used the Apple of Eden to initiate World War II.
I mean, Henry Ford was a Nazi supporter.
Alongside fellow Templar puppets Roosevelt and Stalin.
There are some things you read from like the Assassin's Creed stuff, and it's like these.
Like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, guys, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Wait. Now I'm curious. I'm very curious now.
Oh,
I'm not.
That's not good. That's not good at all, with that context.
Oh, they're not gonna touch it?
Okay.
Oh, they're just not gonna touch it at all?
They're not gonna touch World War II?
They're gonna touch what?
Where is it? I need to learn 9/11.
Oh.
No.
Oh, they just refuse to touch it. Okay.
Yeah.
They just refuse to touch it.
Yes. Just leave it alone.
Alright.
Pull a pin on that grenade.
They're pinned on a grenade. No, they're not gonna punch in the code for that nuke. That's what that is. That is what that would be.
Alright, we did enough road building and everything, I think, at this point. We're gonna go ahead and try our luck at getting phenomenon.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Assassin's Creed 8
Everything all right?
false flag.
No, don't talk about it anymore.
How's your Sam's weather condition? Looks like this is our lucky day.
You know that one fucking that one meme image where it's the like Mr. Incredible talking to Elastigirl and goes, "Shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up." After what was said about fucking Assassin's Creed earlier, I just like that's what I'm feeling like. You bring that up.
Good work. New order available. Please access
I don't know what
delivery
it's
terminal
from.
for further
I think
information.
it's what the fuck is that movie's name?
Which movie?
Shawshank Redemption, where the guy's like, "I'm tired, boss."
No, that's actually the Green Mile.
Oh, Green Mile.
Yep,
Okay.
that is the Green Mile.
I've not seen either of those movies.
Neither have
Shawshank
I.
Redemption is unironically one of the greatest movies ever made, and it's not close with a lot of them. It is just so far and above so many movies I've seen. I saw it for the first time in high school, and it was just incredible. If you haven't seen it, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Missing Porter. Ooh, fuck me. I'm sorry. Why am I What? I'm gonna just get this chip.
Is it another thing for eggs?
It's not a nuke. It's a little bit worse.
It's worse.
It's a little bit worse. An antimatter bomb.
Why?
Hang on, let me.
Thank you for your contribution.
Alright, I'm gonna fabricate some. Let me get. Okay. Let me get the speed skeleton back. Just going. me get a second non-lethal assault rifle. Level 4 armor plate. Improved version level 3 armor plate. Lighter and more energy efficient. Damage.
Okay. Alright, so apparently we missed it.
What?
Apparently they said, hey, so there's a lot of tar out by mountain, like the...
Oh, is that what? Oh, so we're gonna use the antimatter bomb to get rid of it?
Antimatter to delete the tar.
No, I heard about the tar.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just
Yeah.
wouldn't think of, yeah, let's use an antimatter bomb. That'll do it.
Because it's BT tar.
That's about the only option you have.
So our plan to get rid of stuff
The
that
antimatter.
causes our plan to get rid of the stuff that causes void outs is to use a void out bomb.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, they can't cause a void out if we cause the void out.
You understand what is happening. Good.
Alright, let's go get this stuff.
Alex,
Yeah.
Beginning
I
scan.
have a question for you.
Pleasant journey.
Go ahead.
Safe travels.
Are you familiar with the gaycation?
Gaycation? I mean, there was a
I tried to-
show called
I tried to
Gaycation.
explain it. I tried to explain it to Dylan before, but he
No.
did not know. He apparently he
Alright,
doesn't know either.
listen. There was a show
No.
called Gaycation back in
No, it's not a show.
2015. No, I'm just gonna tell you what I know about that term. Like, there was a show back in 2015, hosted by Elliot Page and his wife. I think they're married now, actually. I think, like, they may not have been. I don't think they may not have been married. Where Elliot Page went to several different countries and locales, and basically went and checked in on the status of basically what life was like for LGBTQ people in those areas.
Oh, they are divorced.
Oh, they divorced? Oh. Like, in those areas, I remember that, like, sometimes it was good, sometimes it was, like, not great, and sometimes it was actively terrible. I do remember that on the episodes focusing on LA and then also in Brazil, stuff about the trans community came up like that. Honestly, should have known that about Elliot, like, at the time. Like, because Elliot was definitely a lot more interested in stuff about what the situation was.
What can't you do?
And that was, like, long before they came out as trans. They had already come out as liking girls.
Yeah, but apparently divorced the year after Elliot transitioned. Or, like, publicly came out.
You know, sometimes that's just what happens. I hope they're still friends. Like, because I mean, like, what happens is sometimes people transition, and it's you know, obviously a big shift in people's lives. And some people find out that they're not attracted to their partner in the way that their partner's in their life and that's going on.
Still got
And they wonder if that makes them a whole person. I'm like, look, as long as you're not trying to control your partner, then that's okay. I try to tell some why you and your partner can't still have a meaningful relationship, even if that relationship is friendship. Instead of romance.
Okay, they have said that they still are close friends. They would just rather keep what happened to them public.
I mean, that's just their
That's private.
Like, that's their own business. Alright, let's get to battle. He went down quick, holy shit. Non-lethal gun is great.
But yeah, because Elliot's former spouse Emma Porter identifies as a lesbian, many people have just said, "Oh, it's because Elliot transitioned; they were no longer into each other." But they said that they're still close friends, and that she is supporting him in his identity. So.
Oh, cool! I could have the thematic on the non-lethal too as well.
But honestly, the hematic blood is legal.
Yeah, the hematic blood is legal, so I switched those around. This weapon's fantastic. I really like it. And I think that this might just become my standard weapon. I wish you could carry more ammo.
Who needs bullet guns when you could just shoot people repeatedly in the throat with rubber rounds?
Look, just because it becomes a little hard for them to breathe normally, doesn't mean they can't. They just gotta take it easy for a little while.
See, I'm really confused now because, like, the cutscene that I found out, and, like, it was apparently used in the trailer of Higgs being in Death Stranding 2, is Higgs grabs a gun from Sam and goes, "It looks like even a porter has to carry a piece now."
I thought he said.
But apparently,
whatever. Go ahead.
But like, apparently he has guns in this game, so I'm like, oh, I don't know.
What I remember him was saying. What I do remember him saying is, "Looks like you traded that rope in for a stick this go around." Same as
yeah, that's the first part. That's the first part. He says even a porter has to carry a piece on him. As the second part.
Where is? Hang on. Okay, so
What you looking for?
it's up there somewhere, not down here. Let me grab this tip though. Here. The armor plates look weird. These armor plates almost look like landmines of a type.
Hey, you are protected.
So the upgrade. So the first one is that they're just straight up, like ceramic plates that you would have. That's level 1. Level 2 is that they're smart plates and they're more protective. I don't know. They use battery power to protect you somehow, but like, and last longer. but they're heavy as shit, and they chew through battery life. And then level 3, they get lighter, but they still chew through battery life. And level 4 is supposed to be that they're, you know, lighter again, and they've, you know, made it so they don't chew so much through battery life. There is a second post box. I think. No, it's not the second. That's right there. Yeah, it's in that post box. No, it's just right in front of the post box. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Postman.
Come and get me.
Alright, where'd I park my bike? It is up on that hill. So yeah, non-lethal automatic rifle. Real good.
I do love seeing people go like, well, if this just causes issues for BTs to show up later, what is the purpose of lethal rounds existing? And then the response is just for the lulz.
I guess if you want to do a challenge run, zero non-lethal
All.
runs, there are people
As
who
opposed
would.
to 0 kills, it is genocide run.
Like, vastly increase your chance of causing counts.
You know, that reminds me of
But
before it got really, really stupid. Madara Uchiha fighting the 5 Kage and saying, hey, it's good that you didn't resurrect Hashirama because it means we only have to redraw the maps a little.
like,
I mean, he says that directly after his Susanoo cleaves a mountain in twain, so...
Yeah, look. The video games for Naruto, like the Ultimate Ninja Storm games, like all that stupid shit, is
that
able
looks
to
fun
go hard. Like
when you play
that's great to play. It actually goes hard. Those games are fantastic. Those games do that series the best service because like going through that series via those games is actually the better way to do it. Except for number 4, where they just gave up on the presentation. And I just don't know why. But like watching that, yeah, that shit sucks.
It's really funny how, like, Wooly talks about those games and says they are great to watch visually. They suck to play as an actual fighting game.
Oh yeah, because there's a very, very specific kind of anime fighter. Like, I don't like, if you're a regular fighting game player, it's like, this is stupid.
Weapons detected.
Like,
locked
some
until
anime
departure.
fighters do not
Cargo verified. Thank you.
go well for a lot of the FGC. Like, I love Dragon Ball Z, which I agree, and I love the Ultimate Ninja Storm games.
Sam Porter.
I have never met a person who goes to EVO who likes those games. Ah, damn, we're out of time. Fuck. Alright, well, I guess we won't be delivering that antimatter bomb on this session. That'll have to be...
I love how we both had the same response. It's like, wait, what? And then I had to look it up and like, oh, we apparently just weren't paying attention when they explained this.
We really appreciate all your help. I hope you know that.
Upgraded compass. We can now use the compass to short circuit enemy scanners?
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
I know what that is. That's supposed to mimic hacker cyberware. Because of the short circuit ability in Cyberpunk.
Oh, right.
Oh, and whenever it's convenient, you ought to grab this thing I got for you. A token of our appreciation.
What do you give me? Yo!
Yo.
Johnny Silverhands Aviators.
Look, Johnny may be
Watch
a
your back
tool,
out
but
there.
he had
No one else
fashion.
will.
Yeah.
Good work.
Alright,
New
what we're
order
gonna do
available.
is we're gonna go
Please
back
access
into
delivery
the
terminal for further
private room,
information.
we're gonna rest, clean up, and then we'll end session. God, he's still covered in blood.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank you for your generosity.
Let's wipe that shit off. Let's wash that shit off, yeah.
Let's say, don't clean it, just wipe it off.
You know, I always sit here and wonder, like, so he just stands in the fucking water and doesn't use any soap, no washcloth.
Yep.
That is an inefficient way to get played.
Like a real man.
You think they got non-lethal shotguns?
Look, they have non-lethal shotguns in Metal Gear, so why not?
Those are usually beanbag shotguns. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and leave it there. We'll come back again next weekend as we make our way to Mountain Knot City. Thanks for all for coming. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I'll see you on Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Time, Standard Time. Have a good one.